In a movie theater, the projector controls the speed of time. The audience sits back while the action flows continuously forward. But on a comic book page, time stops. Every moment is a frozen slice of a larger event. If you have a finished screenplay and want to turn it into a graphic novel, you have to build a set of instructions that tells an artist exactly how to draw those frozen slices. Today, we are going to walk through the steps of formatting an artist-ready comic script. To get started, you need two things: a printed hard copy of your movie script and a blank document in your word processor. A direct copy and paste of your screenplay will fail. You have to stop thinking about how a viewer watches a moving scene and start engineering how a reader moves their eyes across a static page. Step 1 is changing how you write action verbs. In a screenplay, you write in the present simple tense. A character runs, jumps, or falls. In a comic script, you write in the present continuous tense. You need the character to be caught mid-motion. Changing "she jumps" to "she is jumping" tells your artist to preserve the kinetic energy of that action within a static frame. Take your printed screenplay and a pen. Go through your scenes line by line and draw a physical mark between every individual beat of action. Each of these beats will become a separate panel. Follow a strict rule: one action per panel. If a man picks up a phone and says hello, that is two actions. Drawing them together creates confusion. Separate picking up the receiver into one panel and the dialogue into a second. As you divide these beats into pages, you can also plan your reveals. If your story has a major shock, arrange your panels so that moment lands on the first panel of an even-numbered page. This forces the reader to physically turn the page to see the surprise, preventing their peripheral vision from spoiling the twist. By setting these physical boundaries, you take control away from the film editor and hand it over to the reader's brain. They will dictate the pace of the story by connecting the space between the panels. Now we can move to the word processor. While there are a few layout options, the most reliable format for an adaptation is the full script method. This layout has a rigid hierarchy. You start by writing the page number. Under that, the panel number. Next comes the visual description of the action. Finally, you center the dialogue or captions beneath the description. As you format these blocks, aim for a 1-to-1 ratio. One page of your typed script should describe exactly one page of the printed comic book. This keeps your production organized when the art team begins drawing. Screenwriters are taught to never direct the camera. In a comic script, you have to do exactly that. Your descriptions must tell the artist where to place the reader's point of view. You assign specific shot types to control the mood. A wide establishing shot shows the scale of the environment, while an extreme close-up forces emotional intimacy with a character's expression. You also need to describe the lighting and color palettes. Specifying a neon cyberpunk tone or harsh, high-contrast shadows gives your colorist the exact atmosphere required for the scene. Using the full script format makes you the story's visual architect, responsible for every technical decision that determines how the reader experiences the scene. With the structure in place, you have to edit out elements from your original draft that cannot be drawn. Comics are a purely visual medium. If a reader cannot see it, it does not exist. Remove hidden emotional states or backstory from your action lines. If a character is angry, describe them scowling or breaking an object. You also have to cut down the dialogue. A standard comic panel holds a maximum of 25 words. If you exceed that limit, the speech balloon will squish the illustration. The artist will be forced to shrink the characters to fit your text, ruining the composition. Keep it under 25 words. If you have essential internal thoughts that survive the edit, convert them into concise narration boxes. This cleanly separates a character's internal voice from their spoken dialogue. The blank space inside a panel is finite. Trimming your word count guarantees the artist has the physical room to draw the story effectively. Your finished document will look very different from your starting screenplay. The flowing paragraphs of continuous action are gone, replaced by a numbered list of spatial instructions. Before moving forward, run 3 quality checks. Verify your verbs are frozen in the present continuous tense. Confirm every panel contains only a single action, and ensure no dialogue exceeds 25 words. This page from Junji Ito's Uzumaki shows the next step in the pipeline: thumbnails. You hand your script to an illustrator, and they sketch out the panel arrangements. Notice how separating the lid opening into distinct static frames successfully conveys a continuous action. This photo of Stan Lee reacting to a printed Marvel issue captures the final stage of the process. You are trusting a separate artist to interpret your written directions into a final, polished reality. Adapting your screenplay is an act of engineering. By formatting your script and setting strict visual boundaries, you build a blueprint that empowers an artist to bring your story to the page.